Nano pushed open the door of the school. The world suddenly turned black and white. The teacher led Nano to the new classroom. The students in the class were all sitting neatly. No one dared to talk. Nano enthusiastically greeted the friend sitting next to her, but her friend was too scared to answer. The homeroom teacher came in and asked to check all students' school bags. Seeing that, Nano resisted, saying that this was an invasion of other people's personal privacy. The teacher took Nano's bag to check it, and then left proudly. But Nano didn't care. She even put on bright red lipstick. During lunchtime, Nano asked her friend, "Why are you so afraid of the teacher?" The classmate was scared to say, "There is a dark room in the school. Whoever disobeys the teacher will be locked in there." After the students came out from there, they all became extremely obedient. Once, there was a good student pointing out the teacher's mistake. The teacher was so embarrassed that she got angry. She even threw a whiteboard towel at her head, which caused her to bleed. And a male student filmed this scene. So the teacher locked the two of them in a dark room. Until now, they haven't got out yet. Hearing this, Nano was very curious. She wanted to see what was in the dark room. When the homeroom teacher came over and saw Nano wearing red lipstick, she angrily wiped it away and confiscated Nano's lipstick. The teacher punished Nano to stand in the middle of the stadium and read the school rules. Nano read it while laughing. The students were all attracted to Nano. Nano directly used a lighter to burn the school rules book. "School rules don't say the students can't burn the rules," Nano said. Hearing that, the homeroom teacher was furious, because there had never been a student so rude to her before. So Nano was taken into a dark room. When Nano went to the door, she heard a cry for help from inside. The female student obediently admitted her mistake, but the male student still protested. The homeroom teacher said if he didn't admit his mistake, he would be expelled from school. He would be blacklisted and no school wanted to accept him anymore. With no other choice, this male student had to admit his fault. The two of them were finally released. Nano leisurely entered that room. There were two large speakers placed close to her ears, and they played out the school rules at super loud volume. However, Nano was unaffected and even wanted to sleep a bit. The next day at school, Nano caused trouble again. This was an extremely perverted school. If female students wore lipstick, they would be punished to stand in the sun and read the rules. If the students pointed out the teacher's mistake, their head would bleed. Students who didn't listen to the teacher would be locked in a dark room. This teacher had done all kinds of mental abuse to the students, but no one dared to protest. However, only Nano was unaffected by those things. The next day, Nano was wearing two green bows. Although Nano was locked in a dark room, she was still very normal. Nano also advised her friends, "As long as everyone break the rules together, we can go to the dark room to have a party." And unexpectedly, the homeroom teacher heard all these words. So she put Nano in the dark room again. The teacher turned on all the headlights to intentionally blind Nano. However, Nano was extremely calm. The next day, Nano appeared with purple hair and a lot of tongue piercings. The classmates seemed to consider Nano as a hero. After that, the homeroom teacher took Nano to a dark room and asked her what she wanted to do. Nano said, "As long as you admit the school rules here are too perverted, and you have to change it." But the teacher only smiled scornfully. "I have to admit I'm wrong? Never." She would have punished Nano properly. After that, she picked up the pliers and clamped on Nano's tongue. Seeing that, Nano laughed loudly. When seeing that Nano wasn't afraid, she was so angry that she pulled hard to cut Nano's tongue. However, Nano still showed a sarcastic face. Therefore, the homeroom teacher also gave up on Nano. One day, there was a new student named Yuri. Yuri said she could deal with Nano. Yuri quickly joined in the jokes that Nano made. Yuri already knew the list of all the students in the group. After that, the homeroom teacher followed this list and called out the names of these students, and punished them to kneel in the hall one day. On that day, Nano held a bunch of leaflets and wanted to give them to her classmates. When the homeroom teacher came over and saw that, her expression changed. Because this was the secret document she had been hiding for so long. Those were the educational funds that the school had embezzled for many years. The homeroom teacher immediately stopped Nano. So the two of them struggled for a while. During the dispute, the teacher released her hand, which caused Nano to fall off the retaining wall. This teacher was really evil. She directly pushed her student down the teaching building. Nano's body was pierced by the flagpole, and blood flowed all over the ground. And all of this was filmed by Yuri. Seeing that, the teacher was extremely bewildered. Yuri grabbed the document and threw it down. When the students in the school knew the truth and saw Nano's body, they immediately became angry and fought together to get justice. Whoever had a stick used a stick, someone with a pickaxe used a pickaxe, and everyone ran to surround the teacher. Seeing this, the teachers panicked and ran away, but eventually they were still caught by the students. The students wanted the teacher to write an apology letter and admit their guilt. Only the homeroom teacher laughed devilishly and firmly refused to write. The male student was so angry that he grabbed the teacher's neck and forced her to admit she was wrong. However, she still refused to answer. By the time the male student calmed down, the homeroom teacher had stopped breathing. Because there was a murder in the school, everyone was extremely confused. Everyone started to be tumultuous. At this time, the principal appeared and he was holding a gun to threaten the students. Let's pretend nothing happened. Don't mention this case anymore. Those who disobey will have to die. Hearing that, the students all kept silent. At this time, the lights suddenly turned off. Nano slowly appeared. Not only one Nano, but many girls as Nano with different colors appeared. Seeing this, the teachers were very bewildered and wanted to run out, but they couldn't. Nano stepped in front of the principal's gun barrel. Meanwhile, the other Nanos provoked him together. Does your gun have enough ammo? Is it enough to kill me? Hearing that, the principal went mad and wanted to pull the trigger. At this moment, the students suddenly raised their phones. They started filming. The principal's cruel face had been revealed. The principal wanted to save the situation, but it was too late. So he just had to obediently give in. After that, the teachers were thrown into the dark room. Nano also threw Yuri, who had hindered her in the dark room. The teachers immediately surrounded and attacked Yuri. Nano knew that Yuri wouldn't die so easily. After all, Yuri was saved by Nano. At this moment, the students were running towards the gate as if they were freed. But when they walked out this door, they didn't return to normal. Could it be that the outside world was also black and white? Were these people really honest? Actually, the line between good and evil was never clear. It was just based on the way we thought.